Okay guys, we are going to make a single crochet stitch now. So we will start off with our slip knot. We are going to make a chain. So I want to do a chain of, we will do a chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chains. Now we also want to make an extra chain, and that will be our turning chain. So we essentially have 11 chains on our hook. Now when we start off with our single crochet, we are going to skip the first chain and we are going to go into the second chain. So we will insert our hook, and we can use our finger to stabilize the chain, and we will go in here. So see, so that's our first chain. Here's our second chain. We are going in here, okay, and we are going to grab our yarn so our hook goes behind the yarn so we can hook it. So you grab it and then you kind of turn the hook down so it's not going to slide off, and you're going to pull the yarn through the stitch, and we will have 2 stitches on our hook. Then we are going to yarn over and again turn the hook down so the yarn stays on the hook, and you're going to pull that through, and that is your first single crochet. So our next single crochet will be in this chain here. You think you're going into this one because it's nice and big, but that is actually the one we've just gone into. So our next one is the one right beside it. So see, so we go in there, we grab our yarn, we will pull it through, and we can just pinch our work like this. Make sure the loops aren't too tight, because if it's too tight, you're not going to get your hook through it, and you're making work for yourself. And you'll end up frustrated and going, oh, I can't do it. So then we will yarn over. Remember, turn our hook down so it will slide. See, if we leave it like this, it's catching in the loops that's there. If we turn it down, it will slide through our 2 loops that we have. Okay, so that's 1, 2 that we have done. Now our next one, we'll insert our hook in there, and we will grab our yarn or pull up a loop. See, we just pulled up a loop. Then we yarn over and we pull through 2. So here's our next one. We insert our hook, we pull up a loop. We can give it a little wiggle if we need to. We yarn over and we pull through 2. And we keep doing that until we come to the last chain in the row. So we go in, we grab our yarn and bring it through. We yarn over and pull through 2. And our next one, we go in, grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. And here is our next stitch here. See, So we go in, we grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Here's our next one. We go in, grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. We've 2 more stitches left. So we go in, grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now this here is our very last stitch. So we're going to go in there, grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is our little row of single crochet. Now when we go back over now, the top, we'll make another row. So what we do if we're doing rows is we chain 1. Now this is our turning chain. And then we turn our work right around, and we are going to work into all our single crochet stitches. So you can see these here are all our stitches that we have just done. So this is the top of the stitch. So we have our front loop here and a back loop there, and we are going to be going into both of them loops. So hold our yarn, we've turned our work around, and this here, this is our chain stitch, and this is the stitch that we are going to go into. So you're going to go in, see we have gone into both parts of the single crochet. We grab our yarn and bring it through, and we yarn over and we pull through 2. Okay, so this here is our next stitch. So we're not going to go into just the front loop. We want to go into both of these loops. We grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we will keep doing that to the end. So we go in, grab our yarn, bring it through, yarn over, pull through 2. We go in both parts of the stitch, front and back, bring up our loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to keep doing until we come to our last stitch, which nearly doesn't look like a stitch. So we keep doing that. Now when you're starting out, it may look a little bit wonky, or you may end up skipping stitches, but the more you practice, the easier it will get. Now we're in our last 2 stitches, so this is our second last one in the row. Now you nearly think you've finished sometimes, but this here is our last stitch. Now my students will put a stitch marker in the first stitch and the last stitch of the row. That way then they know where the first stitch is and the last stitch is. And if we count our stitches, you'll see this is our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what we wanted, was 10 single crochets. And when you're counting, you can see these little V's. Each of them, this one is a small V. Each of these is your stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now